Hello students, Assalamu alaikum. How are you all? Today is uh, grade 8 English literature class and the date is 17th August 2021. So let's start. There was a wine shop at the corner of a street in Saint Anton. It was better look. It was better look building than most of the other shops in that part of Paris. Inside, sitting behind the counter, was Madame Defarge, the wife of the owner. In front of her, on top of the counter, she had placed her knitting. There was a wine shop at the corner of the street. At the corner of the street, there was a wine shop, and that shop was quite better from the other shops in Paris. Inside, sitting behind the counter, the Madame Defarge, who was the wife of the owner. She was sitting inside that wine shop. Defarge, her husband, walked in. Defarge. She was sitting inside the wine shop, and her husband entered in that shop, and he called his name Defarge. She did not speak to him. Instead, she was not talking to her husband. She coughed once and raised her dark elbow. She coughed and raised her elbow. Her husband knew what his meant. He looked around at all the customers until he saw an old and young lady sitting in a corner. He raised his hand towards his husband. His husband knew what is Miss Defarge saying to him. He looked all around the shop, and he also find that at one corner of the shop there was a lady and a person also sitting. They were strangers. The lady and that person were strangers for them. He went and sat at one of the tables near them. Mr. Defarge and Miss Defarge both went and sat at the table near to these man and woman. As he did this, he heard the old man say to the young lady, "This is the man we are looking for." As they gone towards these man and woman, they saw that the man is saying to the young lady that these men and women there there are those they are looking for. These men and women are those which they are looking for. Monsieur Defarge pretended not to notice. Monsieur Defarge, she was showing that she did not notice it. She talked to three men who were drinking in the table. She was keep on talking with these men who were drinking at the table. When the three men had finished, they paid for their wine and went out. When these three men, to whom Madame Defarge was seeing, they had finished their wine, they paid for that wine and they moved on. Then the old man, who was Mr. Lorry, walked up to Monsieur Defarge and asked to speak to him. Then the old man, Mr. Lorry, come to Miss Defarge and ask him to talk to him.